You know, I thought about showing my body. I'm not wearing clothes right now because I thought about getting on YouTube and posting a video showing my chest because I don't wear a bra because I can't, because I have implants from breast cancer. No nipples, none, nothing there. I have 2 lumps with a scar across the lump. That's it. No nipples, nada, because they were taken by breast cancer. So, you think I need, somebody posted a comment on one of my videos saying, I'm sorry, what's going on with you? Get mental help. And then I look at their video and they're posting videos where they're teaching their children or teaching children how to shoot a gun. I think you need mental health care. Because you know what? My parents were GOP Republican Christians who love guns, and I desperately wanted to be around people who could show emotions and feelings and like to feel things and like to express things and like to have feelings and express them. Not be like, you're showing emotions? You need mental health care. We don't like emotions in America. We don't like feelings. You can't be angry. You can't be upset. You can't be sad. You can't be happy. Or actually, that's the one emotion we're all supposed to have, right? We're all supposed to be happy. My parents growing up told me, basically I was supposed to be miserable and just accept it. Accept the fact I was supposed to have a job I hated. And my teachers at school were telling me, you're supposed to, find out what you love doing and do that. I secretly hated everything. Like the only thing I loved doing was reading books, and I never liked reading like nonfiction books. I always liked fiction books. I like to disappear into a novel. And oddly enough, compliments, I guess, of years of attack, I stopped reading books. I stopped feeding my mind, which is exactly what the GOP Republicans wanted me to do in this country. Because the only thing I'm supposed to be doing right now is get a job, get work, make money. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to find a job where I'm going to be passionate with what I do when I had a job I really loved. Acting was what I loved, assholes. There is no me wanting therapy to cure me of being an actor. There is no me wanting therapy to cure me of not being, so I can be a Christian again. Because I kind of always didn't like it. I always thought you were a bunch of hypocrites. I never wanted to go to church on Sunday. I hated it. I did. I had so much love in my heart, but not for my parents. I wanted them out of my life so that I could feel safe, so that I could find love, because they never loved me for me. My parents think I'm stupid and dumb. Meanwhile, I had talent and I know it. I had skills and I know it. But my parents wanted me to use those skills to do things I was not meant to do. I was never meant to be a lawyer. I believe that. I can't handle it. I can't handle the lies, the manipulations, the games. I really can't. I cannot. Did I go to law school? Yes, I did. I worked for Court TV. I am so sick of people telling me to get therapy because you just want to accept the fact that I need to understand that we're all supposed to have jobs we hate. And you want to take away what gives me joy. I just had the only thing. And the thing is, I was been paying my bills this year, most of them, on my own. And trying to get to the point where I could have this surgery. Whoever stopped me from working on sets, you cost my parents money because I was paying my rent and paying car insurance because I was using every penny I had to pay my bills. You idiots. I at least was making money enough to pay my rent and bills on my own. But no, you're working as an extra on sets. We got to stop you from doing that. We don't care what your plans are. We don't care what your skill set is. You're required to go be a secretary, a lawyer, something that has tangible worth to everyone else, because as far as you're concerned, acting means nothing to anybody, which is why you'd be perfectly happy replacing actors with AI. You just want to see pretty, perfect people. No flaws. Which, is that relatable to you? Really? Is it? I'm not crying for help because I want a therapist to fix me. I'm making a statement because I wanted acting. And ironically, I was taking care of my own problems and my own finances this entire time. And I was going to doctors this year to get medical care for the first time in 18 years. And my father says every time when I tell him I'm finally on medicine, good, you finally have a job? Because he's been intentionally preventing me from getting the care that I need. And you think that's love. They didn't clean my teeth when I went to their dentist. You people are screwy in the GOP. You think I need mental health? Because your idea is you're supposed to be 100%. I wanted to be 100% on my own. I would never be successful and never care about success if I can't work in the actings and the arts. And if the man in my life isn't an actor, I would hate him. And I wanted to find a man I find attractive. Stop trying to set up my vagina like you would a TV show. I shouldn't be with a good-looking guy, right? And here's the thing. I've had good-looking guys hit on me who are not actors. I turn them down. I've had wealthy, good-looking men hit on me who were not actors. I turn them down. Because if I can't be an actor, I would never be happy in that relationship. Get it through your thick fucking skulls that I loved acting. Oh, wait, I say I think it's my calling. Yeah, I do. It's the lawyer. Being a lawyer isn't. I sucked at it. I quit in 2002. I was a natural actor on set. I was a good reader. I mean, seriously? I did 288 sessions on We Audition. 288. I had 240 good reviews. One bad one, which was erased. And only 38 sessions where someone either didn't pay me or review me. And some of those were repeat offenders. Like I had 2 or 3 guys repeatedly read with me, but never pay me and never leave me a review. And actually one of them confessed the fact, kept saying he did leave a review. And then finally a review did pop up. And he said it was a glitch in the system. He kept trying to leave me reviews and for some reason they never showed. So I'm like, I'm sorry, GOP Republicans who decided we need to stop or whoever. Micah Reed, I was good. But not everyone gets along with everybody else. Not everybody jives with everybody. I mean, ironically, this African-American woman gets online with me after Micah Reed, and she's so happy to read with me. She said she picked somebody on We Audition who was like, nah, 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 nah. I don't know who it was, and I hope she didn't leave him a bad review. I just hope she just didn't give him a review at all or just kind of blew him off or whatever. Because that is kind of like the guy's got to figure out on his own, maybe, that he's not good. Or someone should just tell him, you need to show emotions and feelings and learn how to act. Because I had one or two guys try to read with me, and I had one guy try to read with me, and he was not good. And I didn't say that to him, but I'm not an acting teacher. I'm an acting coach, but unless you've done the work already and know how to act, I wasn't on We Audition to be a beginning acting teacher. You know, I mean, the only thing I could do is run the lines with him until he figured out it on his own what to do, or at least give him some tips on how to get there. I even taught some young guy in Canada how to break down the beats in a script and explains how to, I taught him beats. Because I asked him, how do you learn, how is acting for you, and I mean, what are you taught in Canada? Because I knew the different schools in America. I wasn't sure if Canada was different. And I'm like, well, you know where it says beat? It actually says beat in the script. Someone is giving you a hint that that's a change in direction in the script. And I explained to him what it meant. And then there was this 1-2 lines he didn't understand. And I explained to him, he didn't understand why he had to say but. I'm thinking, the reason the person's saying but is because they're basically, it's a comment on the prior comment saying that I disagree with you. That's basically what they're saying. The but is to say, no, I don't believe in, I'm giving you the opposite reason for that. And I saw a light go off in his eyes. He suddenly understood. And I'm like, yeah, that's why that's there. And I did things like that on We Audition. I read an entire Greek play on We Audition with somebody. who was performing in a theater production of it, and he was playing a character. Notice I'm not saying what the character was and who it was. I said some guy, African American guy in Arizona, want to run lines with a play with me, and all it was cold reading the lines until he figured out, because he was trying to, I guess, figure out the play and figure what was going on. But it was not my job to tell him how to play the character. If he had questions, he could ask me, "What do you think? What do you think this means?" or like that. I would answer them, but it wasn't my job to make the choices for him as a reader. Wasn't. Not my job. As an acting coach, my job would have been maybe to say, you need more energy here, you need more oomph here. I feel like you're flat, like you're not really being in the character, and you're not really understanding the character, and it shows. Or although most of the people on We Audition, it's like there's no wrong way to play a character as long as you're being in the real, as long as it feels like you're doing a version of this character that's real. Like, my choice for playing a character would be different from some other actor. We could both have the same character and play it completely different because we're two different people. So, and I've had actors who were Meisner, and we did repetitive, and I said, they would explain, I want to do a repetitive exercise. Okay, tell me what the exercise is, because different people do Meisner a little differently. That's true. That's very true, because I've taken some classes at Meisner with different people here in Los Angeles. And they're different kinds of exercises. It's repetitive exercises, but they're a little different. Some people do like every other line, every 2 lines, or they do different patterns of it. And I've done Meisner exercises with people on We Audition. I've done, I had one actress who was doing Sirtliff. And actually, she couldn't remember the name of the guy. And she was like, I have to have the secret. I think, okay, that sounds familiar to me. And then finally I realized, I should list all the schools that I'm aware of. And when she said secret, I was like, I know that. Because I'd read the Sirtliff book, and I'd forgotten about it. And I was like, I know that. It's like the Sirtliff has these guideposts, and these guideposts to develop a character. And one of them is your character has a secret. And you're not supposed to tell. I'm like, and she told me the secret, you're not supposed to tell me that. I'm like, that's okay, really. It is kind of okay, but it's a secret you're not supposed to actually reveal. It's part of one of the things about it's like one of those things about the Sirtliff, I guess, standard of acting. You're supposed to keep these things in your head and not express them, because I think the idea is it might dampen them, or it might diminish the power of them emotionally. But, you people out there attacking me thinking I'm crazy, Lee Ryder, you took one freaking class in acting and you think you know everything. Do you know who Sirtliff is? You know who Uta Hagen is? Stanislavski, guide what needs and wants are, what goals and objectives are. Meisner repetitive exercises. Have you heard of that? Do you know what Del Close is, and what is it? Always say yes, or what is it? Oh, fudge! I always forget that. It's like a style of improv where you just kind of you take something and you keep going with it, and you can never say no. You're supposed to always say yes. But I forgot it. Oh, fudge! It's in Del Close's Truth and Comedy. I've done music. I've actually done music improv at Second City, which I was kind of good at, actually. That was my favorite class at Second City. Making up music on the fly, 'cause I don't lie. And right now my voice sucks. And that's just the truth. It sucks. I can't think of a word that rhymes with sucks that fits with anything right now. Bucks? I'm not saying the F word right now. I could, but yeah. So, you never know what will happen to you on the road of life. But then someone tries to really screw you, and you want to die. And that's thrice that I've been unhappy, miserable, terrible, lied about. I don't care anymore. 'Cause when it comes down to it, I really want to score an acting gig and have some more fun with actors, reading lines, doing what I love. You all suck for denying me my identity and love. You all suck, you really do all suck. You GOP who want your guns, you don't seem to get it. It's not fun. It's a miserable time. And you make an America that lies. I'm just rattling off stuff off the top of my head. Yeah. The song kind of sucked. It sounded like very old school musical. And I just made that up. But then you would say, oh, she's crazy. What did she just do? She just became somebody else. She's a schizophrenic. Darling, I've got talent. And I kind of like talking to myself too. Because some of you out there who want to be my friends, who keep commenting like, I feel so sorry for you. You need mental health care. You're pathetic because you're teaching your kids how to shoot guns. You're horrible because you want to kill things. You want to eat meat and I think you are a murderer. You do not agree. You want to change who I am as a person and you don't want to accept the fact that I have been through enough. I mean, look back at my website and stuff. I have pictures of me from 2007, 2008 when I was blacklisted. I was gorgeous. I went from being a dorky, ugly kid back in Maryland to being beautiful. And then my income got taken away from me. My love for life got taken away from me. And any capacity. But I'm not supposed to be chasing youth, right? It's not about chasing youth. It's about being healthy. You can be gorgeous and beautiful at 60. No wrinkles. And it have nothing to do with plastic surgery and everything to do with how you take care of yourself. That is what being in California has taught me. Our lifestyle ages us before we need to be aged. And you guys are horrible for wanting to drag me down into that crap. I don't want I don't want McDonald's. I don't want crappy food. And I don't want guns in my life or violence. I want America to be stronger and better. I want everyone to eat organic, healthy food. Plant-based, no meat. Sorry, that's the truth. I want everyone to do what they can to save the environment. And I want everyone to understand that the only thing that I am made for is acting. Kiss my ass. Fuck you. There is no me getting therapy. Because I would rather pretend to be someone else, darling. You want to talk about evil. You want to talk about vampires. Trying to make me be someone I'm not. That is you making me evil. You will turn me into a blood-sucking bitch who wants to bite your neck. Miss, I need therapy and I love guns.